Hi everyone, my name is Heather Deegan and I am a licensed clinical social worker in the state of Florida, practicing out of Fort Lauderdale in my own private practice called Awakening Hope. So what I'm going to be talking about today is the topic of trauma, explaining what trauma is, how it impacts our brain, and how we can begin to heal from it and move forward with our lives. And so what exactly is trauma? So trauma is any event or experience that you have gone through that has had a continued or long-standing impact in your life. So this can be a variety of experiences, including emotional, physical, or sexual abuse, serving in the war, or being in an abusive relationship. These are a few of many examples that can be traumatic for a person. The biggest thing is that no one can tell you what is or is not trauma, because there simply is no simple definition of trauma. It is just an event or experience in your life that continues to pose challenges for you. So these challenges and symptoms can be in the form of nightmares or flashbacks, which is when you feel like you're reliving the past experience. You may be feeling numb or disconnected from other people or even yourself, disconnected from your emotions, your body, or the reality that is in front of you. Another symptom can be avoidance of any triggers that even resemble your past experiences. And so let's get straight into the science. Our brain is a powerhouse. It directs how we feel, it directs what we think, how we behave. And we have two sides of our brain, the left side and the right side. And so one side of the brain is the emotional side, and the other side is the rational and realistic. And I want you to think of our brain as a filing cabinet. And when we go through normal day-to-day experiences, our brain is able to take that information and store it away appropriately, or in the right folder. And the reason behind this is so that when we need to access that information down the road, it's easily accessible. Now, when we go through something traumatic, our rational and realistic side of the brain shuts off. Our brain goes into fight or flight, and it gets stored with all the heightened emotions, thoughts, and body sensations. In terms of the analogy, the information gets stored in the wrong folder. And so our brain gets what we call stuck in that traumatic experience. And since that information is not properly stored, we can easily get triggered, resulting in our body and brain remaining in this overwhelmed position and constantly in fight or flight. An example of this could be going through an experience as a child where you didn't feel safe. And since this information was improperly stored, your body can be in a constant fight or flight mode and continue to carry this belief that I am not safe. Now, let's just say years later, you're going to a concert and you hear a sudden noise or suddenly someone's behind you and you instantly get triggered. Your body reacts, you don't know what's going on. This is because your brain is stuck in that fight or flight mode. And again, because you don't feel safe. This can be very overwhelming for someone to experience these reactions, especially when it is happening many times throughout the day. So in terms of the healing process, there are many ways that you can begin to work through and process these traumatic experiences. But the one I'm going to be talking about today is called EMDR therapy. EMDR therapy stands for eye movement, desensitization, and reprocessing. What EMDR does is it stimulates both sides of the brain to help desensitize and reprocess these traumatic experiences, rationally and realistically. So we start by desensitizing or decreasing the disturbance level of these memories, and then we can reprocess them so that we can adapt healthier and more rational beliefs and perceptions. The event is still remembered, however, the painful thoughts and emotions and sensations that were associated with it are removed. EMDR therapy can be thought of as an accelerated therapeutic approach. So what this means is that a couple of EMDR sessions can be compared to months or even years of talk therapy. So if you're in South Florida and have been experiencing any of these symptoms, please contact me and see if this can be something that may benefit you. I look forward to hearing from you and beginning this journey of healing.